I'll be brief, but that was it was a good win, workmanlike effort I thought by our guys. I thought we handled South Dakota's double teams in the post in the first half really well. Our big guys did a great job of passing out of that. That was a big part of the game plan tonight offensively. I thought they did a great job of that. Guys did a great job at feeding the post and then cutting and making some extra passes. Defensively, I thought we were pretty good all night. I reminded our team going into the game, I checked today, we're 10th in the Pac-12 in field goal percentage defense. Our goal is to be in the top 3, so 10th is not anywhere close to the top 3. I don't know if we have any math majors on our team, but we made that point. So guys rose to that challenge, did a better job defensively tonight, and that's something we're going to have to get better at as we move forward because, again, Chicago coming in here on Saturday, Illinois, Chicago is going to be a bunch of tough-minded kids, and we'll have to be ready to go. But it was a good victory tonight for the Buffs.
I mean, we keep talking about having so many different weapons on this team, but again, tonight it seemed like other guys stepped up and made a lot of different plays for you. Is that just continuing to develop, and you don't have to depend on either McKinley or Tyler or just one guy or two guys?
It could be different guys every night. And, again, if our guys can buy into that notion, and again, certain guys on certain nights, they're going to be feeling it, and we gotta go to them. And, we always want to play inside out. That's the big thing, and keep finding each other. I thought we had more than 11 assists tonight. That's what the stat sheet says. I'm going to be anxious watching the film to see, if that's actually accurate or not. But I thought our guys shared the ball well. So, I was pleased.
Coach, a lot of those assists in the first half came from Evans. I know he's a guy that came in here with a high basketball IQ, but has his passing, especially in game situation, been a revelation at all?
No, because we knew Evan was a great passer when we recruited him. That's one of the things I loved about him is he was a guy that could catch the ball on the block. And in high school and in AAU ball, you had to double him because if you didn't double him, he was going to score. He's just so physically he would physically overpower kids in high school. He's not necessarily going to always be able to physically overpower guys in college, but when they double him, it's a dangerous deal because he can find the open man pretty well, and he enjoys that. Evan enjoys passing the ball, so hopefully our players are figuring that out. And if one way to get a shot is get him the ball in the post and move. Deshaun got one that way, and Lucas got one that way, and we've got to understand he's a big weapon down there.
Yeah, you mentioned those. It's not all kickouts. For a big guy, how difficult is it, or how unique is it that he can hit those cutters the way he did with Deshaun and Lucas?
It's big time, and again, he took his time in the second half. He made a nice post move and kind of jabbed him and hit a fadeaway. And I thought our post guys, Tyler made a couple nice post moves in the second half. Our post guys work on their low post game, Lucas, Tyler, Evan. So we need to reward them in game situations by getting them touches, and then understanding that that puts the defense in a precarious position because if they don't help, those guys can score down there. If they do help, it opens up things on the perimeter for three-point shots and attacking closeouts.
Evan's obviously impressed in his comeback and his college debut here in 6-7 games. What is his ceiling for this year? Like, what kind of potential are we seeing, and where does he have to improve to get there?
Yeah, I don't necessarily look at Evan's ceiling. I just, what I want to see is continual improvement with him, game to game, practice to practice. But I think, obviously, we knew there was going to be rust on his game, and I think we saw that in the first couple games. But man, every time he steps on the floor, he seems to be more confident, more comfortable out there, and again, he's a weapon offensively. And I think one of the things, there's 46 fouls called tonight. Too many. We got to play without foul. We can't foul, 23 times and put them on the line over 20 times. We got to figure out how to defend without fouling. He's got great feet defensively. We got to learn to get our arms out and not be, hand checking or elbows in, because those are automatic fouls when the guys are driving. So there's room for improvement on this team defensively. But Evan Batty keeps getting better. And again, Tyler, Lucas, really good three-headed monster there in the post.
It seemed like you guys were trying some different things today. Was that just kind of a product of what they were giving you, or is that just wanting to try some different things?
No, going against South Dakota, we knew the advantage for us was inside. They didn't have much size. They got one big guy. He came off the bench. The rest of their guys are undersized post guys. We've got to go in. Now, when we go inside, we were expecting the double, which came in the first half. Didn't necessarily come in the second half, but we got to attack, the matchups that give us the advantage. And tonight, that was in the post. So that's why we really wanted to play through our post guys tonight. There's going to be other games where the matchups are on the perimeter, at the point, or on the wing, and so the point of emphasis might be a little different. But they were switching ball screens. When they switch a ball screen, their big gets on a guard, their little guy's on a big. Now it's a mismatch. We got to exploit that. And so those are the things I want our players to be thinking about, as we progress through the season, because on any given night, there might be one or two matchups that we have to try to go at and exploit where we have an advantage, and we have to understand that. We have to execute that.
Did Deshaun seem more aggressive to you?
Yeah, Deshaun was great. It was good to have him back, being aggressive. One of the things I talked to him about yesterday was you got to play extremely hard and defend and rebound. And then, your offense will get going. You're a good shooter. When you're open, shoot it. He did that tonight. He made some really nice plays, attacking the rim, under control, off the bounce. He had a big-time post feed to Evan, cut, got a right-handed dunk for a left-handed player. It was a big-time play in the first half. So, yeah, it's good to have Deshaun back. And, again, when we get hitting on all cylinders, there's some guys that maybe didn't. DeLeon Brown, we got to get him going offensively a little bit. Naaman, we got to get him going offensively a little bit. But when we start hitting on all cylinders, this is a dangerous team. But we just have to understand on any given night, it might be somebody else's turn or their night, and we got to be okay with that. And if we are, then we'll be okay.
Evan and Deshaun just talked about being a second-half team. As you guys inch closer to conference play, how do you come out stronger out of the gate?
Look, I don't buy into the first half, second half. I know the numbers, show that we've scored, 50-some points the last 3 games up until tonight. Tonight we're 41-41. I don't want to be a second-half team. I don't want to be a first-half team. I want to be a 40-minute team. So that means we got to execute. We got to play with energy and effort. And those were the 3 things we asked of our guys tonight. For the most part, I thought our energy and effort was good. The execution, again, we can still get better, both offensively and defensively, and that's the exciting part about this team. We're young, we're learning, we're getting better. We're doing it by winning some games at home, but we know that, as we progress through this schedule, it's going to get more difficult. And Saturday, I think, is going to be a difficult game. I don't know anything about Illinois-Chicago, but I know, they got kids that are tough, and they want to come in here and beat the Buffs, and we got to be ready for that challenge and then move on to the next one.
Coach, your offense seems very well mechanic this year. With maybe it's because of the skill set of your guys on your team and how deep you are, or is it because the IQ level in this team growing, where it's become more comfortable in your offense under a couple of years of your staff and the assistant coaches trying to implement a couple of things you've tried to implement?
Yeah, I do think we're further along this year with our offense. This time, if you compare this to last year's team, we're much further along. And we've got a lot of weapons, inside and out. We've got a lot of guys who can shoot the ball. And, again, it's all about playing together, making the extra pass, making a play for your teammate, and that mentality. Because if we do that with the talent that we have, we're going to be able to score the ball. Now, we may not score 80 points every night. We've talked about that. But, one of the things we've tried to do is simplify their mindset. And that is, we want to take care of the ball, which I thought we did an atrocious job in the first half. We had 9 turnovers at halftime. You can't do that. Okay, we had 4 in the second half. We can live with that. But take care of the ball and get a great shot. That's all I care about as a coach. Doesn't matter what we're running, a set, a continuity offense, zone offense, whatever. Okay, but we've got to get a great shot and take care of the ball. If we do those 2 things offensively, we got enough talent to get buckets.
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you.